Thank you, Meenaji, for your insightful address on the tremendous efforts that have gone behind the evolution of geospatial technology applications in the land administration sector. We would now be inviting Mr. Onul Ghosh, Senior Program Manager, Google, to take over the dais. Mr. Ghosh has been with the company for over 8 years and leads Google Maps for the Indian subcontinent. Mr. Ghosh, I hereby invite you to speak.
Thank you, Sakshi. Good morning, honorable dignitaries on the dais, distinguished guests, my colleagues from the industry, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, I'd like to thank the Association of Geospatial Industries for putting together this fantastic event to have conversations around fostering innovation, entrepreneurship, and building infrastructure capabilities for the Indian geospatial sector. Geospatial technologies are changing the world and its future. Our honorable dignitaries already have mentioned significantly about the potential of growth in the industry, the employment that is going to generate, as well as the role it will play in driving the future economy of the country. The Prime Minister's acknowledgement of geospatial systems being a source of making India self-reliant is the biggest endorsement of the role that technologies will play in shaping the economy, both in India and globally. With various technologies at the core of India's vision, geospatial as an empowering technology has the potential to redefine paradigms for delivery of services and spurring growth. We are at the cusp of an exciting era of both sustainable development and geospatial information management. There is an imminent need to cultivate the ecosystem of the country to stimulate geospatial thinking, to generate geospatial knowledge, to validate data, as a lot of the dignitaries mentioned, strengthen the infrastructure, to promote use of geospatial services, and boost geospatial entrepreneurship for socio-economic development. The effects of climate change have become the defining issue of our times. Agendraji mentioned initially in his address as well. Today, the way in which a society is organized amplifies the structural threats that climate change and emergence of pandemics also have upon the world. It is often impossible to predict the next incident, but knowing the pattern of ongoing risks and investing in the capabilities to mitigate and respond to these perceived events increases our level of preparedness. Governments and private institutions can make the necessary investments in the many key components of preparedness, of which geospatial information is key. Technology, in particular, plays a critical role in disrupting the geospatial industry, ranging from automation of processes, as Mr. Meena just mentioned right now, to the future investments and applications of technologies like IoT, cloud, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and immersive technologies like digital twins. The speed of innovation represents great opportunities to unlock in the geospatial sector. It's incredible how much information about the world is now available at our fingertips. But it wasn't long ago that traveling to a new place meant fumbling through sheets of street instructions, of turn-by-turn instructions, while trying to keep one hand on the steering wheel, with no way to anticipate how bad the traffic would be or how to find a restaurant along the way. It was around that time, about 17 years ago, that Google Maps set out on an audacious goal to map the world. Needless to say, a lot has changed. Google Maps has mapped more than 220 countries, surfaced information for about 200 million places globally, and helped billions of people get from A to B with confidence and authority. Over time, our mission has expanded from helping you navigate from one place to another to also helping you discover the best places to go and things to do once you're there. By digitizing and providing access to a wealth of information about the real world, we enable people to easily explore the world around them, provide tools for businesses to attract and connect with customers, power map and location experiences for third-party apps and websites, and enable NGOs and governments to leverage our map and resources as they continue to tackle real-world challenges. Google is proud to have partnered closely with the local ecosystem in India in building and delivering geospatial experiences at scale, customized to the needs of the market. Google Maps started back in 2008 in India. It's been 14 years, and our work across these years can be categorized in three broad areas. First, consumer benefits. Google Maps has mapped the length and breadth of the country. That includes roads, localities, places, buildings, natural features, and made them easily accessible to people for free. It has amplified benefits by incorporating tailored, high-fidelity experiences like real-time traffic and public transport to the unique needs of Indian users. Features like two-wheeler mode, landmark-based navigation, offline mode, maps in 9 Indian languages, and many more have been built specifically for India and have scaled the impact of geospatial technologies and systems to hundreds of millions of Indian users on a daily basis. Second, business benefits. Today in India, more than 30 million small businesses have a digital presence on Google Maps for free, allowing them to connect with their customers, find new users, list their products and services, and grow their footprint. Every month, Google drives more than 700 million direct connections between merchants and consumers in India. Google Maps platform API solutions have enabled hundreds of startups and unicorns develop their products, optimize their business operations, and grow their revenue. And finally, societal benefits. In India, Google Maps is proud to have partnered with the government on a range of critical initiatives, starting with driving social programs like the Swachh Bharat Mission with the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs by mapping more than 60,000 public toilets in more than 2,500 cities, amplifying COVID response efforts by surfacing food and night shelters, vaccine and testing centers, COVID hospitals, information on beds availability, aiding disaster response efforts through efforts like flood forecasting in partnership with the Central Water Commission, which helped protect more than 200 million people across the country. And also, we have been partnering with city traffic authorities in multiple cities for real-time road closures and restrictions, and many more such initiatives. In addition, Google has made several geospatial data and tools publicly available to solve India's most pressing problems. Google Earth Engine has enabled publication of 30+ scientific papers on topics such as tiger habitat conservation, water body monitoring, and forest cover mapping. Google Earth Engine apps have helped startups and research organizations build operational GIS dashboards to inform water and nature conservation efforts on the ground. And finally, Google Earth has facilitated livelihood research on sustainable living and has helped consumers visualize the impact of climate change on our surroundings. Geospatial technologies are expected to unlock opportunities across multiple sectors, including agriculture, healthcare, finance, logistics, transportation, and many more, and will be a critical enabler to realizing the country's vision of a $5 trillion economy very soon. Google is looking forward to continuing being a key partner in this journey, pushing boundaries of what a map and related technologies can do, and driving the next generation of geospatial innovations in India, spurring new technologies and industries. Thank you, and Jai Hind.